40.
40.
This is 40.
This is 40.
This is 40.
Yeah.
And it feels fucking good. We're going to blink and we're going to be 90.
Yeah.
What's the reference? What's the reference?
I have no idea.
This is 40. And this is hot. Welcome back to That's Hot, you guys. I am your host, Sabrina Piper, a.k.a. Funny Girl with Tits, and I am joined by my producer, Max Marcus, for the 40th episode.
Yeah, back on the floor.
Back on the floor for 40, not 4. God damn it. Well, that's why I'm not a rapper. Well, normally. I don't know. Sometimes I'll get, like, really fucked up and it'll, like, come out.
Yeah. It's probably crushes it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Duh. Oh my God, what a time. What a time. 40 episodes, 40 weeks of enduring you. Kind of a little longer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
A little bit longer.
That's probably 42 weeks.
42. Oh my God. You know, we could have had, like, adopted a couple of, like, babies, which would have been born by now.
You could have adopted babies that would have been born by now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of been about the time. If you really, I'm thinking of going on the market for a child.
Oh, yeah?
No, not me. I'm just saying, like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, and I'm not, like, a pedophile.
Yeah. Not like someone. Like someone who's been grooming.
I like so. She sings, I slut. You know, whatever. It's, oh my God. Yeah, people are very upset at the girl that we don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, she wears lipstick? Like, what's the deal?
I never got
she
that.
She gives underwear to young children. Like,
Yeah.
What's the deal? But who cares?
Yeah.
You know why? I don't care. I want her to go away because we're on YouTube now.
Yes.
So we need to take her spot.
Yeah.
And maybe you're watching this on YouTube and that's great. Or maybe you're on the Patreon, patreon.com/funnygirlwithtits. Pick a tier today. It's only $1. So support. Very exciting news, too. The movie next month, the short film, Got Punch, is sold out so far.
Yeah.
So get on the wait list if you want to see it. But all tickets are sold out for the theater premiere right now, which is exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm going.
Yeah, Max is going. It's going to be a fucking party. You know, although when you go somewhere, let me ask you something. Do you find it to be normal, you know, to usually stay at the place that you're invited to? Just a question.
No.
You don't find it no. Nah, you don't really say.
No.
You kind of have this, like, rude tactic. Like if you were hosting something, would you leave it? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to this, and even though I'm not hosting it, I wouldn't leave it.
Yeah.
There's attendees. There's friends. People who don't know you. You don't know anyone going, right?
No.
You know me, but I'm going to ignore you.
Yeah.
I'm a star.
Yeah.
I don't need to deal with you.
Yeah.
And yet, after the show last night, when we hung out,
Yeah.
who ditched? The host himself.
Yeah, I went home.
Max went home.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things going to change after episode 40.
Yeah.
A lot of things. You know, when we were starting this off, episode 1, he goes, Tim Dillon gave Ben $50,000 for his wedding.
That's true.
And now, where was Ben? Gone.
Ben's gone.
Ben's gone. So yesterday, his excuse for leaving was work tomorrow. Bitch, you work for me.
Yeah, but I do other work. I edit a lot of videos.
You're a bitch.
I edit a lot.
You know, they had drama because of sucking each other off.
Yeah.
And that's what you do with all the guests that come on. And that's my issue with you.
Yeah.
He sucks them off. He does. And then he lies and says, oh, I have work to do. Meanwhile, I get told by the dude who wants to fuck us, he didn't even get notified the episode's out.
I don't tell every guest, like, hey, here you go.
He's booked and busy, you guys.
Yeah.
Booked and busy. He left me at a bar. I'm not even joking. You left me at a bar, right, with the girl that I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, wait, I didn't even tell you the best part. So after you guys ditch, right, which Incredibly rude.
Yeah.
His girlfriend wouldn't throw out her fucking coffee at the door, which she was holding on to for like 5 hours. She wouldn't throw her iced coffee out to come into the bar.
Yeah.
Then didn't say goodbye to anyone.
Yeah.
And then, when you left, we sit down, and lo and behold, some guy is looking at the bar and looking at me, and I go, oh my God, I banged that dude last year right after I got out of my relationship.
Oh, wow.
It was that guy.
I don't know.
It was Sushi Guy. So thank you, Max.
Sushi Guy?
Yeah, the guy who was above the sushi place around the corner from my house. So thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Because you abandoned. I was left to talk to creepy, hey, I banged you last summer. Which was the conversation, by the way.
Yeah, that's how he opened.
He was, fully. I walked outside, with her to smoke, and then he came outside to smoke, and I was like, oh God. And then he was looking at me and he was like, you ladies can stand over here to smoke, because they were like pushing us from like one side of the thing to the other, right? Like the outdoor stupid, they have to get hit by a truck already, all those things, as long as I'm not in it.
Yeah.
So they made us like move to stand next to him, and I was like, oh God. And he was like, yeah, you ladies can stand over here. And he was like, hey, I know you. And I was like, yeah, I banged you. And then he was like, what are you doing tonight? And I was like, not you. I'm doing another ugly guy. Thank you. And then I did.
Oh, you did?
I wound up going with that guy.
Yeah.
And then you also, by not staying with me, you allowed me to go into this place. The bartender recognized me, gave me shots, poured a round of shots, which you missed out on, so we had to drink your shots too.
Yeah. They gave the extra one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Dan, the bartender. And then, boom. We got Creepy Todd.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah.
That's the bang dude.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. There was a couple other people.
Yeah.
Bang Bros, dude.
Bang Bros.
Bang Bros. Oh yeah, I went to that guy's. I shouldn't have gone, but you didn't stop me.
Well, even when I was still there and was gonna leave right away from the first bar, you were like, "Should I go?" I was like, "Yeah, probably." So I wouldn't have stopped.
So you should have stopped me.
Yeah.
Because then I got there and I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Ugh. And then I told him, I was like, but it's good. I had to do it. It was the first time I got laid in months.
Yeah.
By months, I mean like probably like a month. But that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's similar. I'm like, any banging I did in the grief period doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
So if we're not counting like the grief period, the sex, it's been a couple of months since I got knocked around.
Yeah.
Because I've just been doing this fun thing before I like fuck guys that I don't want to really fuck, and I black out.
Yeah.
And then I came out of the blackout yesterday, walking into this guy's house, and I was like, what am I doing? And I literally was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Haha. And then he was like, stay. And I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Twist my arm. And I fucked him.
Cool.
I know. And then he got me an Uber home,
Nice.
which was way better because he wanted me to stay over. He was like, oh, I have to get up early for work and we'll go out, blah, blah, blah. We'll grab breakfast. And I was like, nah. And I just like went into the other room, put my clothes on because he won't let me put, this guy doesn't allow outdoor clothes inside the home. He has remodeled his apartment to match the Beverly Hills Hotel, like a room in the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Oh, that was actually an on purpose thing he did. That was like a conscious.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just like insane.
I mean, yeah. And also when I said, he did like wake me up though a little bit. I was like, but this guy comes so fast. He comes in like 30 seconds. I'm like, oh, he's like 3 pump. And I told him I was going to talk about on the podcast. He's like, please don't. Can you grandfather me in? And I was like, sure, because I lied. And
what would that mean? To be grandfathered in?
I think it's like I've known him for a while.
Okay.
Like, because I met him before the podcast. That doesn't count, by the way. If I met you before the podcast come out, it doesn't mean I can't. Like, that's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's not a rule.
It's not a rule. It doesn't rule my life. But
no.
It was fun. It was fun. I needed a good fucking. And then tonight, I have a date.
Oh, yeah?
This comes out, and I have a datey.
This comes out today. I mean, this comes out when I go home.
I know. And I'll be on a date. I have a date tonight. And here's the thing. I knew he was asking me on a date, but I didn't know if he was single.
Yeah.
So what I did was he asked me on a date, and I included someone too.
Yeah.
Good tip, right? I was like, oh, like, why don't we bring blah, blah, blah? And they were like, no, let's not bring blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, blah, 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 and I broke up. And I was like, what? Pretending to not know.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But here's the thing. I'm not going to fuck this guy tonight. So I'm glad I got the fucking out of my system yesterday.
Yeah.
Because tonight I would have just gone laid.
Yeah.
Because yesterday that was all it was about. I was like, I just need to get laid. It's not that I wanted the guy or I wanted this or I wanted that. I wanted the snuggle. I was like, I just need to get fucked.
Yeah.
And tonight I'm like, okay, I'm going on this like little datey. But men, what are you doing when you tweet your feelings? Like this guy was so stupid because he should have just like jerked off, but instead he like tweeted about like wanting to fuck someone and like not having sex in a long time. And then he had texted me this morning asking me out, and I was like, that's so nice. And then I went on Twitter a couple hours later and I was like, he just needs to like empty his balls. Like, that's not so nice.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm doing it to the guy, but the guy can't do it to me.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want to be in control.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, very sad.
So I guess I'm gonna, not fuck him tonight. I'm gonna get drunk and fuck this dude by accident and regret it,
Yeah. That's a
And
good
then
plan.
it's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Weird. But whatever. I'm floating. I'm
Yeah.
trying to roll with it,
Yeah.
I'm still looking for, this guy I know, so it doesn't count, but like, I'm still looking for my one night stand.
Oh, yeah.
Like I thought, now, this is actually an interesting thing, an interesting point. The guy that I ran into last night at Off the Wagon, when you ditched me,
Yeah.
that guy was supposed to be a one night stand. Funny story about that.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be my first one night stand last year. I met him, whatever, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I got him to take me to what is that place on Prince Street that's like with the really expensive French place, Raoul's.
Oh, yeah.
So this place Raoul's, it was in Sex and the City and everything. It's right on like Prince Street in Soho, and I used to live right off of that block, and so does he. So he was mentioning like, oh yeah, I'm always at Raoul's and blah 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 blah, and like his boat shoes, and I was like, oh my god, me too, because I just wanted to go.
Yeah.
And like $24 martini a pop. I'm not going myself, but with him, off we went.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's like my space. And he was like, what? That's my place. I never see you there. I was like, I never see you there. And then we went and got really fucked up. And I hooked up with him. It wasn't great. It's really not good, actually. And then I was like, all right, that's a no-go. And then the next night I was out. And I did meet him at a comedy club.
Oh, yeah.
And he showed back up at the comedy club to ask about me.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Then everyone knew my business.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he was like, I hooked up with that girl last night. And I was like, no. Because I had just gone out of my relationship too. So it was like,
Yeah.
people realized like, she's a fresh whore.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh no. But then I saw him that night because like I was told by people at the club, and I was like, oh God. So I spoke to him or whatever, and we met each other at like a bar around the block, and we wound up hooking up again, kind of a little bit, like not much, just like OTP.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, this can't happen again because A, I didn't want it to, and B, no.
Yeah.
Like then he knew my last name. He followed me on Instagram and everything.
Oh, yeah. Now it's just
It's
around.
too much. Now he's just around.
Yeah.
And clearly he's sticking around because
Yeah.
I ran into him around the same block yesterday.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, it's cool.
Thanks for staying.
Yeah.
That's okay, because you wound up when you guys left, and then we went inside, and I was like, we have to go inside, and like danced to music upstairs and had some Indians dudes hit on us.
Yeah.
They were fresh out of India.
So you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go on 90 Day Fiancé now. Thanks for the hookup.
I could put you in contact with some people.
Well, you didn't. You just left me at this bar.
I could put you in contact with the 90 Day Fiancé
Why don't
people.
you put me in contact with them now and set something up? Because me and Rishi Rupar are really...
That's what I'm saying. You could do it.
We hit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not trying to say I had a threesome last night, but something almost happened.
Yeah. It's cool.
Like, if we were in their home country... I think it would have been more fun on their end.
Probably.
But because we were in our country, I was like, bye.
Yeah.
So, no. It's always Indian dudes that fuck with me, I have to be honest.
Really?
Indian dudes always fuck with me.
That's interesting. Why?
No matter what. I don't know. Maybe because I have big boobs.
Yeah, that's probably
And I'm just there. That's really it. I'm standing there. And my like, I don't know. My tits are huge. That's really it. I'm standing there and my tits are huge.
Yeah.
I'm a very honest person.
Yeah.
And I like to get ahead of things when things are getting sour.
Uh-huh.
Max, I think you know where I'm going with this.
I believe so.
So I've never taken a digital nude. It is the truth. I have only taken Polaroid nudes and some fresh ones, which were really nice. Because Pilates lately. But nothing digital. And then I was out for Pride, and I was like partying a lot, and I was just like out and enjoying myself, and I was out with this guy who I used to do roast battles with that finally came out of the closet because he got called a faggot so much, and it was perfect. And then I'm a little I don't want to say I'm kinky. I would say I'm explorative. And I saw some people just like standing outside of Max is chugging the drink right now. Standing outside on Christopher Street with floggers. If you don't know what a flogger is, it's like that like a whip essentially, like with like a bunch of things coming out of it, like a flogger.
Yeah.
And smacks your ass or whatever, different parts of your body, and they were like, anyone want to get flogged for free? And I'm an adventurer, and I was doing it for Brian.
Yeah.
Because he's a fresh fag.
Yes.
So I was like, Brian, I'm doing this for you and me, my curiosity. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get flogged, and I got flogged, and maybe I didn't think it was that hard the first time, so maybe I went a little bit harder with it, and I prided myself because I was like, wow, that was fun. And Brian was like, do you want a photo? And I was like, no photos, duh, nothing digital. And then we walked away and they gave me this, and I said, wow, that's so cute. They give you like a little cream. Like, look at this shit. Okay? How adorable. Cream. I got spanked. A little tat. I can yat it up right there. Yat it up. I got spanked right on my titty, right? That would be wild. That would be. See, I almost did that day of. Can you imagine that decision?
That was an option?
Like, I mean, it's right there, but it was day of, and I was really drunk when it was happening, and I was like, I should put it on my titty. Ah.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane, right? And then I wind up flipping it around, and I see this. Find your spank video online. So I am now. You're all welcome. Never making an OnlyFans, but now you could see me get spanked by the clapper. Find your spank video on Clapper. I don't want to know what that is. I'm horrified.
If it makes you feel better, anyone trying to find that is probably going to have to sift through a lot of gay men getting spanked first.
I'll do you one better. Maybe gay men, and there were a lot of hot gay men there that day. So you would be lucky if you had to sit through that.
Yeah.
There were some not so hot people there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Getting flogged?
Just in general.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of east-west titties. But this is really, you post your spank video. So, hashtag JJ spanked me. So, JJ, you spanked me, and you put me on camera, which I didn't know. You know what? Maybe I did. Maybe, no, I didn't. I was gonna say maybe there was like a little sign or something, but there wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Max, have you ever gotten pegged?
No. No.
Have you been flogged?
I've not been flogged either. I would not go for that.
What'd you do if you were with me and I told you to do it?
No, I don't like.
What if your job was on the line?
Maybe.
Nice. Now I know what to get you.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. Can't believe it. I'm on the internets.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
And now it's wild.
It's wild. Lucky they didn't do my tits. That would have been crazy.
That's what I thought you were getting at a
No,
while
it was
ago.
at my ass.
Yeah.
There's nothing there either. So mazel l'chaim to that.
Yeah.
No, there's like something from Pilates now. I've like done it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah. Fully clothed too. Fully clothed. I was not naked.
Oh, it wasn't even a bare ass vlog?
No.
Oh, then then nothing's online.
I mean, I'm still getting flogged.
Yeah, but
It's still a sexual act.
I guess, but I think
Right?
kinda.
What do you want from me, Max?
Nothing, but
Give it to the people. Let the people have their fun.
yeah.
JJ spanked me.
Yeah.
Sorry I wasn't naked enough for you.
I'm not saying for me.
I think it was come as you are. And I went as I was in a pink skirt and pink top.
Yeah.
How hot is that? Amazing. So hot you get spanked.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like it. Have you ever discovered a kink in front of 1,000 random strangers you don't know? That was a weird one. Not really. I wasn't into having people watch.
Yeah, I mean that's a different part.
I thought I would be.
That's a
I thought I would be into it. We've all seen those porns, and they look interesting. They're a little intriguing. Because you think, wow, what's so special about me right now and the sex that I'm having that everyone wants to watch? And then, you realize, is that better? Let there be light.
Yeah, it got darker outside, so.
Oh.
I thought.
Yeah. It's God.
Yeah, it's me.
It's very. Okay, bitch. Sure. Can you imagine if you were God?
Yeah, I can.
Oh my God.
I can imagine it easily.
Everyone would be doing coke and have Down syndrome. I would literally hate it here even more.
That'd be so cool.
So cool.
That'd be rad.
It'd be fucking rad. I used to have a little sign in my room that said rad, and then guys would think I was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Can't believe I got spanked. I liked it.
Yeah. How was the rest of Pride besides
Oh
the
my
spanking?
God, so fun.
Yeah.
Did a show, did a brunch show, and then I went to a party on McDougal Street at Zach's house.
Yeah. Friend of the
Zach
show.
Fox.
Yeah.
He is changing his name now to Zach Sage instead of Zach Sage Fox.
Oh
You
yeah.
should go listen to that episode because he fucks a lot of bitches and he tells you about it.
Yeah. How was his party?
His party, I'm getting to it.
Yeah.
It rocked. We had bubble machines. He opened the window. Everyone was partying. Really cool videos. I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah.
I first brought Graham with me, Graham Cooper.
Oh yeah.
And because he's half a fat. And I was like,
Yeah.
come on, let's go. And then we both looked up at the window, and Zach had his asshole outside of the window and shaking. And like, Graham's like, if I go up there, that's going to be the worst thing to ever happen to me. And I was just like, I kind of agree. And then we walked around the block, and we went to an some art museum where we just looked at rows and rows of brass. And I was like, Graham, I can't believe you suck dick. Like, what are we doing here on Pride? Like, it was so lame. But he didn't want to go out. So
Yeah.
I ditched him. And
What
no, I love
museum?
him. I'm dead ass. I'm not even joking. It wasn't like an actual museum. It was just like a random.
Oh, like an art
Like
installation.
always an art installation. Yeah, it's like an ever changing in Soho. This like one place.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
Just bars of brass.
Yeah, that's funny.
And I was like, Graham, can I watch you suck a cock today? Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Well, whatever. So Graham hung. He did another show, and I was like, well, I'm gonna find people to go to this party. So I went I went to the comedy shop and found a couple of comics, and I was like, hey, and Brian was one of them, and I was
nice.
like, you're gay now, let's go. And Stephen Bowles, he was wearing like a pussy hat, and I was like, you do coke, you're fun, let's go. Anyone who's fun, well, because you weren't with me.
No, I wasn't.
I usually have Max by my side everywhere.
Yeah.
And I felt a little lost.
Yeah, you didn't tell me you were going down. Also, I probably wouldn't have.
I didn't think you would go.
I wouldn't have.
Also, you weren't invited.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
No, I probably wouldn't have gone.
I didn't think I was going to go. I was just kind of like around, and I did a brunch show in the neighborhood, so I was like, like, I'll check it out, and, you know, whatever. I thought it would be something cool instead of the festival, like, go. And it was actually a lot of fun. I knew that they were a little more classy when they were passing the coke around, but it wasn't powder, and it was in an inhaler.
That's crazy.
They had coke, they had ketamine, they had weed, they had a few other things, unlimited alcohol, a puppy. I mean, it was a time. Oh my God, and I was talking to the hottest guy, and Brian and I both wanted to fuck him, and we were trying to decide, like, who's going to get to, right? Because Brian thought he was gay, and I thought that I could turn him.
Yeah.
And he wound up having a girlfriend.
Yeah.
After talking to both of us for, like, an hour, I was like, this is disappointing. It's disappointing.
Yeah.
Why even speak?
Yeah, I talk to anyone.
They should have muzzles.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going into the party and you're in a relationship and you can't do anything, and you're coming to, like, a pride's, like, fun party. This guy throws sex parties all the time. He talks about it in the episode when he was on.
Yeah.
He talks about sex parties. He invited us to a sex party. Listen.
He invited you guys that night?
What?
He invited you guys on at Pride?
He invited you and me.
Did he?
He did.
Oh, I didn't catch that. I don't want to go, I don't think.
Well, we missed it. It was on Memorial Day.
Of course.
You memorialize with a blowjob and and getting a train ran on you. Can you do like a human centipede but like with fucking?
Probably.
So like that's what I would imagine for Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it was cool. I mean, there were bubble machines, like I said a million times, because that was like the best part. What's better than a bubble machine? He had a DJ.
I think the Coke inhaler.
He yeah, you like that. We FaceTimed his grandma.
That's gross. That's like the most upsetting part of all of this. It's like their Coke inhalers, asshole out the window. Don't talk to your grandma during all of that. That's the most upsetting part of this.
He's like, hey, everyone, say hey to my grandma. Woo! And I was like, this rocks.
He's like, Grandma, look what the poppers did to my asshole.
Grandma, look at my nose. It has a hole in it. Grandma, look. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't, like, inhalers. I was like, this is cool.
That is crack
and
at
the
that
DJ
point.
was like, I sent you pictures.
Of the inhalers?
Yes.
Maybe I just didn't even know what I was looking at.
Your dad's calling you.
Oh, I can ignore it.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer. Testing. Hello, how big is your penis? I always say that to phone numbers I don't know.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, I've heard you do it several times. You did it for like some like police union asking for money, and he was like, because usually it's like I think automated messages and it's nothing, but this was an actual guy who was like, "Good day, ma'am."
He was so annoyed with me, but I don't give a fuck.
He was probably a little into it, but he couldn't admit it.
He liked it.
Yeah, he liked it.
They all kind of like it. They all kind of like snicker a little bit, and they're like, "Hello, hello," and I'm like, "Yes, how big is your penis?" And they're like, is Sabrina Peeper there? And I'm like, who's that cunt? If I could play a game, who's that cunt? It would always be about me.
That could be a segment we create.
Who's that cunt? It's me. That's me. I was at a comedy club the other day doing a spot, and I ran into the dude that I fought with. There's been a truce. The dude that I fought with before I got assaulted, that led to the assault.
Oh, yeah.
The guy before that, who had nothing to do with the assault, except getting them involved in the first place.
Yeah.
I saw him for the first time since it happened in October. It's a long time. and he apologized for everything. And he was like,
well, didn't you kind of push his hand on it? Did he do it on his own, or you had to be like?
I mean, he came up to me. I wouldn't go up to him.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with the. Except last night we did totally, cause you ditched. We got more fucked up and everything, and I was standing outside of the bar, and I ran into somebody, and I won't say who.
Yeah.
But we both know her.
Uh-huh.
And both aren't crazy about her.
Yeah.
And she's so fucking ugly and rude, and I just can't take it anymore. And she was walking by, and she, like, recognized because we ran into other people, she recognized one person, she went to say hi to them, but then she didn't say hi to me and somebody else. And then I was like, you're so rude. Like, I know you just saw me. And I was like, you never say hello. And she was like, what? I say hello. And I was like, no, you don't. And I was like, you can come to my apartment, take my fucking, this girl literally came and she took my, my day after pills. Because I saved her because she let some dirty comedians come inside of her. And then she took my pills, and she would smoke my weed all the time. And she was dating one of my friends, so I allowed her around.
Yeah.
This fucking anglerfish bitch. So rude.
I'm trying to figure out who it is, but I don't know.
She dated Dan.
I don't know.
You wouldn't know. Because she's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But you know what I don't like is that I was never like that guy, right? The guy who I got into the fight with, and what, you know, and when I say fight, it's so funny because it's like it was just a stupid like bro fight where it's like, yo, you fucked with the wrong blah 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 blah, and it was like, yo, no, fuck you because you blah blah blah, and it was very, you know, I grew up with 3 brothers, and I think that if it had just been between that guy and myself, everything would have been said, we would have hashed it out, and nothing would have happened. Yeah. I think that if other people didn't insert themselves, like what he did was turning around and then saying, he was like, oh my God, like telling other people who then decide to insert themselves, that guy, Leo, decide to insert himself, defend that guy when he wasn't even there, and have me attacked. So that was the whole thing, why it's like, you know, so that guy didn't even know originally that I got hit.
Yeah.
Or anything. Like, it was all news to him. So that was very kind. I did appreciate when he came over the other day. And I did say, I was like, listen, I don't care. I think it would have been squashed day of again. Like, I don't know. It's more of a dude thing.
Yeah.
And I picked that up from, you know, growing up with brothers and everything, where it's like, you can like hash it out. And at the end of the day, we can like still smoke a joint and like vibe out, and I'll ask like what you're doing later and like whatever. I'll see you around. With girls, like that girl, because last night I said, you're so rude. You're always so rude. You never say hello, and I never did anything to you, which is the truth. We both went through breakups at the same exact time last year. We both got broken. I broke up with my boyfriend. She got dumped on the same day. So I had reached out to her and everything. I was always going out of my way because I thought we were friends. And then, you know, it turned out she was not my friend. And then she doesn't say, like, and I thought it was because she kind of, like, took sides in the breakup.
Yeah.
So I thought my ex, like, I was like, does she say hello to you? Did she talk to you? He's like, no, I thought she chose you. I was like,
funny.
She just chose nobody.
That's funny.
I was like, well, fuck her.
Yeah.
So, yeah, last night I said something. And guess what? When I see her around now, she's probably going to be a scared little bitch.
Yeah.
Just like last night, like she started walking away. It's like, walk away, coward. Bye. If you can't handle me saying like, you're so rude. Like, I did nothing to you. Like, what's your deal, dude?
Yeah.
And if she did have a deal with me, why not just fucking say like, oh, because I don't like you. Okay, I can respect that, and I'll never say hello to you again.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's like, oh, I always say hello. And I was like, no, you don't. Like, just fucking own it, bitch. I just can't respect it. No spine. That's why I don't respect you. No spine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I'd rather get bitched out, like, you know, even if it's like so out of the wrong. So it's like you have an opinion.
Yeah.
You have no opinion.
Yeah.
None. It's like, seriously. And even if I'm in the wrong for calling you out right then and there and saying like, you're so rude and everything, maybe that was a little rude of me. Maybe I was too abrasive. Maybe I should have said like, hey, have I ever done anything to you that makes you not want to talk to me? But I was a bitch.
Yeah.
Because I just, who cares, you know?
I think the other thing would be scary. I think someone coming up to you very calm and be like, do you have an issue with me?
How you just said it's terrifying. Like, I just peed myself a little bit. I was like, ooh, an issue. I don't think so. I'll never have an issue with you. Oof. No, I mean, it was so funny. And then the girl I was with, like, I think I scared her off a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because at first, like, we were, like, walking around and people were like, ah! And I was like, nah. And, you know, people like that when they think, like, you know, people care.
Yeah.
And then the second I was myself, she was like, I have to go.
That's funny.
No, we actually, like, went inside and we danced. But
Yeah.
Then she dipped and I went to that guy's house because I was like, I'm going to go
Yeah.
do this. So the beef has been squashed with that part.
Yeah.
With that guy.
There was beef with him? Oh, I thought you were talking about the guy you just fucked.
We need
up.
to give him like a nickname. No, I don't have beef with the guy I fucked. Except that, like, you know, I didn't come.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's my beef.
Yeah.
That's my beef. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Max, what's the shortest you've ever lasted in bed? And not, like, aside from, like, losing your virginity.
Oh, well, that was actually one of the longer times.
That's the longest. Okay, a lot of guys say that. And
I was also drunk.
well, it's also nerves, I think.
It's nerves and alcohol.
It's nerves. I think it's so funny when guys prop themselves on the whole, like, oh, I lasted, like, half an hour when I first did it. I'm like, oh, you're a little bitch.
Yeah.
But, like, what's the shortest you last for?
Like,
do you bust fast?
I don't think that fast. I feel like in my mind I feel like there's a self-consciousness of like any time is too soon. Yeah.
So you just never want to come.
Yeah.
You just want to be on edge forever. You just want to.
Yeah.
You just want to play the game.
Yeah, but
we need to come up with that show.
I know we do, but I can go pretty quick. But I don't know. I feel like it depends. It's usually not that quick.
I think that's a lie.
Yeah.
That's a lie. Like, there's no confidence behind it. There's no, like, oh, I can last. I'm a good solid 8 minutes. I can last.
Well, is 8 minutes solid?
I don't know, actually.
Because if 8 minutes is solid, I can tell you.
You know what's solid when you both come?
Yeah.
I've had very long sex. I've had very short sex. And I think that it's just comability.
Yeah.
Orgasm ability.
Yeah.
Like, this dude that I'm going on a date with tonight, there's something about him where he can't look me in the eye, but I know he's going to fuck my brains out if I let him. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
Like, there's just that,
Yeah.
And do I think he'll last long? No. Do I think he'll get the job done? Yes. Yes. I think there should be an app for that.
What would that app be?
Just adjust it by minutes you can last.
Yeah, but people would lie
Wouldn't
about that.
good? No, because what if you're no. Because what if you're a little fast, right? You're a little bunny.
Uh-huh.
I'm a bunny.
Uh-huh.
That means you last under 5 minutes. You're a bunny.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
And you know, like, I have PCOS, right?
Okay.
So like, I get cysts in my ovaries and stuff like that, and like endometriosis and stuff. So sometimes, like, if a guy has too big of a dick, it does hurt to have sex.
Yeah.
Which, you know, the guys that I have sex with really don't like when I say that. But it is the truth. And so if I have really good sex with you, you have a small penis, and or a medium-sized one, which is perfect. Perfect, right?
Yeah.
Imagine Max is like the most giant dick in the world. Like, it's a fucking foot long. Who knows? Like, it's a meter. It's as big as Max. It's 3 feet.
Yeah.
And you set that little setting, right? You're a bunny under 5. And a girl like me, right? Or worse, right? Can go and, like, be like, okay, well, I want to have sex, but, like, I know after 5 minutes it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
So, boom. And then you get matched with that. I think that's actually, I'm not trying to, you know, reinvent the wheel here.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking as a developer.
Uh-huh.
And as a businesswoman, as a sexual guru.
Uh-huh.
This is a great call. Did you just burp?
I might have.
Into the mic?
Yeah.
But I think, you know, you gotta go.
Yeah, is that it?
I have to get rid of you. I don't know how. I gotta take you out.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
I don't know. It'll be hard.
I don't know. I might tie your camera to you, but I need the camera for stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might put some fentanyl on your fun stuff. How funny would it be if I try to do that and then, like, while I'm putting the fentanyl in it, because I come into contact with it, like, it kills me first?
Yeah.
And wouldn't that just be like a silly gag?
Yeah, be a goofy gag.
Funny. There was like something else I was going to touch on. Oh my god! So I passed a kidney stone the other day. That's why this is late. I passed a kidney stone the other day, and when I was passing it, it was on my right side. I've passed like 50 kidney stones before in my life. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh yeah, I've been dealing with kidney stones since I was 18.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've passed like 50 of them.
Oh fuck.
Mm-hmm. I am like expert queen at them.
Oh god.
I know, that's really sad. I feel like a very like I don't know, like the Duggar woman, right? Like she just kept popping out kids. I keep popping out little stones. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
it's
painful.
Close. It was really painful. And like, okay, one of my biggest fears in life is a toilet baby.
Oh yeah.
So very, very, very scary. So when it was happening, it was recognizable to me because I was like, uh-oh, like I know this feeling. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to get to the hospital. And I went through the whole thing. I threw up, and yeah, it was just not pleasant. It was not cute, not hot. And then I had called Max.
Yes.
I don't even remember what I said to you. I just couldn't even get words out.
No,
I
you
was
sounded
in so much
you were
pain.
like in hysterics. I was like, oh fuck, what happened? What happened? And you're like getting sound. I was like, I don't know.
It was so bad. I literally, what I did was I put my hands down into, not like the toilet water, but yes, into the toilet, like as if I was ready to catch a baby because I didn't know what was going on. And my mind process was like, okay, my biggest fear might be coming to fruition right now.
No,
so I have to get a grip. I'm going to pop this thing out, and then I'm going to do the responsible thing. I'm going to call 911 and say, I didn't know I was pregnant. And I'm going to call TLC and say, I didn't think this was an actual show. And then I'm going to look at the baby and say, well, I'm not taking this. And I'll, like, look at the birthmarks, and I'll, like, try to determine whose it is by, like, you know, I'm like, okay, well, this matches blah, blah, blah's tattoos. That's how that works. And then I give it away, and then in a few years I talk about it. But I wound up just peeing out a stone and not a baby. And the podcast was late.
I don't think you need to worry about the toilet baby thing because I think that only happens to like
so scary.
That only happens to like fat women where like
I
they
know.
don't know they're pregnant.
I know
Because they're just like, what's another 20 pounds? You know, it's because they're already like.
They're also usually
house.
like in Middle America.
Yeah.
They're like a refrigerator.
Yeah.
And they're usually like in like Middle America and shit. And like it really my other fear is like being a teen mom, but like obviously I am 27.
Yeah, you got past that.
Like there's some fears that just like, you know, stick with you, man.
If I'm 28. If I had a kid now, I'd feel like this is like a child.
It's not fair.
I'd feel like it was a teen pregnancy.
Yeah, teen pregnancy.
Yeah. Child
brides and grooms.
Yeah, I would be a child bride.
You're a child bride. I call you that now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And just like that, it's so bad. I'm switching to Just Like That. Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet.
New season's out. It's as awful as you think it could be.
Yeah, is it worse?
I want to say it's better because to me it's so bad that it'll get canceled by the season. So that to me is better. I'm like, good, get rid of it.
But there needs to be one more season so you need to get, that's the show you need to get on.
I know, I really do want to be in that. Which but I want to be in a bunch of stuff. Like I wanted to be in the other two.
Yeah.
But that's tonight is the final episode.
Oh, they're not doing any more?
Ever.
They're not doing a season 4?
The series of the other two is now canceled.
Really?
There will not be a season 4 nor a continuation because, and I say this as a fact, because the people who are working there are little bitches.
Yeah.
Chris Kelly and Sarah Schneider, they are the creators, along with Lorne Michaels, of the other two, originally on Comedy Central and now on Max, formerly HBO Max. Incredibly funny show.
Yeah, it's great.
That had an article come out today in regards to bullying by Chris and Sarah and Lorne. First names only here. My friends. Family. And the people working for them said that they were pushed too hard. They were worked too hard. And to that I say, get a real job at SNL.
Yeah.
How dare these people? I'm sorry. I like any job you're going to fucking work for, you're going to hate.
Yeah.
You're going to fucking hate. Even if you're the fucking, I'm a boss myself. All right, bitch. Good luck running that business. You are miserable no matter what. You have to find something that you are not so miserable in so you can enjoy it in life.
Yeah.
For me, it's being on a stage, being on a set, having a mic in my hand.
Yeah.
Okay? Some people, sure, they had bad experiences at Ellen. But you were working for Ellen. You were getting bullied by Ellen. I was selling handbags by some fucking stupid Colombian bitch down in Soho, which was actually Nolita, for Soho prices. And that's who I hated. Like, I was getting yelled at by her every day. Abuse every day.
Yeah.
I'd rather get abused by Ellen.
Yeah.
I don't understand. You never hear about them shooting up a workplace in a TV environment.
No.
Okay? But you know what you do hear about? The Walmart greeter couldn't take it anymore, and he killed his manager and his 3 co-workers. That's what you hear.
That's true.
It's the Walmart guys. It's the Target girls. It's everyone. It's the gals and girls and guys and everyone, right? Going nutty in their stupid corporate jobs. You're working at HBO Max for Lorne Michaels. Thank the fucking ground. Go get kicked in the fucking face. Who cares? Who cares? You're going to get yelled at no matter where you work, who you work for. You're going to be miserable and hate it. Oh no, did the stars yell at you? Did the people who put their 20 fucking years in at 30 Rock yell at you? I think it's ridiculous. And listen, I'm doing whatever I can. I work with some terrible people right now, and I have for months, and I don't care. I don't care.
Me?
Restaurants. Max, I joke, but I do adore you. You're like one of my limbs.
Yeah.
You're like a child. Like they say, would you die for your children? And, if you were no. But normally, yeah. I've been working like any restaurant job because I'm like, whatever, cut off and like this and that. I am doing whatever I can to make sure I can keep what I want to do afloat. And I'm a bartender and I'm a bud tender now. I do whatever the fuck I can do. You think these people that I'm bud tending for are cool people? Do you think that they don't get upset that there aren't standards? It's like there are. But you know what I realize? I'm rolling joints. I'm nothing. These people are on set. Okay? Oh, you got some aggressive text. Oh, you didn't write something. I want to be yelled at. I want to be, hey, Lorne Michael, call me. I'll fucking get abused by you guys all day long. You can toss me around into a fucking office, lock me in it for a few hours and say, think about what you want to bomb next. That's the only thing. They don't shoot it up. They bomb at SNL.
Yeah.
They do bomb. They don't shoot it up, but they bomb. They write their bombs.
Yeah. Someone tried to actually firebomb?
I meant like
the jokes.
Bombs.
Yeah.
Like oh man, don't tell me that bomb. Max, that was really good. Don't do that to me.
Part of me was just like, I wonder if there was a bomb scare there. There could have been.
I think that was.
Is that the time to switch over to the Patreon?
No, I was trying to think of somebody's episode, but I don't want to insult my fellow celebrities. I also couldn't think of anyone that was like,
Terrible?
Well, yeah, there's some terrible people. I can't think of one off the top of my head from recently.
No, I don't even know who was on recently.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But I want the job.
The John Mulaney ones are all great.
Okay, but like that's...
I don't know when he did it last.
And that's a perfect example. John Mulaney, all right? John Mulaney felt the pressures. He felt the pressures, right? What did he do? He turned to drugs like a real adult in the entertainment industry.
Yes.
He didn't fucking get the show canceled.
No.
Oh, no. And, Chris Kelly, Sarah Schneider, whatever, they fucking could not even be on set when the investigation was happening to them.
Wow.
So they couldn't write. So if you watch the first two seasons or third season, the writing's not the same, and you only see towards the end, the last couple episodes have been really good, and I said they fucking wrote those.
Yeah.
That's their fucking writing.
Yeah.
Why? Because the first few are so bad you can tell that whoever took the show down and complained, thanks a lot, wrote it.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't the writers who complained, okay? Maybe it was just like staffers. Whoever it was, I'm just saying
It probably wasn't writers.
It's probably not the writers, okay? I'm sure there was a writer's assistant or someone. Listen, there always is.
Yeah.
There always is a fucking rat in the room. I'm serious. Right
Yeah.
now, there's one, and it's sitting on my ground. There's always going to be an issue. Wherever you fucking work.
Yeah.
How bad is it that you want the show shut down?
Well, yeah, and then you're costing everyone a job.
Yeah. Also, it's like, not for nothing. Strikes are happening right now.
Yeah.
They're getting a little lonely out there. Saw 2 people striking in front of ABC the other day. Alone. A little lonely. I would say you'd need to team up with us as actors. It's getting a little lonely and sad for you guys to just watch it from the side. I want to be with you guys one day. Be a part of that. But the sadness needs to cease. Am I right?
Yeah, you're
Max, you're not hopping on the lines, and you're a writer.
Yeah.
Why? Why won't you be their third?
Yeah. Well, ABC is definitely not. It's a weird place to do it. There's protests happening over at the studios in Brooklyn. ABC News is that I don't know why they're protesting there. That's
It's very
not the
weird.
place to protest.
Well,
there's 2 people there because they're at the wrong place. They don't know what they're doing.
They definitely think because it's Abbott Elementary, because Abbott Elementary's on ABC, they totally think they're doing something, right?
We should join the 2 of them to make it about the anchors that got fired for being in love.
Well, wait, that's what I love. And then we should switch over to the Patreon. Outside of the ABC building, they have the new ones.
Terrible.
I know, like Kelly Ripa and her husband, right? And I think Mark Consuelos. And then it literally says on the sign, and I took a photo of this to send to Max because I could not believe it. Could not believe this. It says, from co-stars in life to co-host on set.
Disgusting.
Should have been the original too.
It should have been.
From co-host on set to co-stars in real life. Oh, who doesn't love that story?
Yeah, it's better that way.
Who doesn't?
Although I will say the guy who got fired, I think he was also fucking an intern. So I think there might be more to it.
Wow, he was cheating on the person he was cheating with. I'm not really a fan of that.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
I mean, I don't know the timeline. The 22-year-old might have been before the co-host.
That's fair.
But it all could have been the same time. Who knows?
I don't know. Well, what I think
He
is
was
that
the
we should
man,
have.
and he should have his job.
Yes, he should. He should. And you know what? I don't see them doing anything right now. So maybe they're free to come on an app.
Yeah.
For 41. Yo, Bo Deedle. Let me talk about that fucking dude for 1 second.
Okay.
That fucking
Yeah.
fat piece of shit. I'm just gonna. He is fat.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say the F word these days, and I say it. And I don't care because I'm a fat phobe. So ridiculous.
Yeah.
He didn't come on the pod, but then he got the idea to talk about the housewives and go on another pod.
Did he?
He did. Like a bitch. Literally, the questions we sent him, he answered on somebody else's podcast.
Whose?
That's a great question. If I knew.
Whose?
Go get him, boy. Go get him. Go get him. We'll talk about it on Patreon. We're switching over. Patreon.com/funnygirlwithtits. Brand new episodes every Thursday on YouTube, on Spotify, on iTunes, everywhere you get pods, any random little nook and cranny in the internet. I've been your host, Sabrina Piper, Funny Girl with Tits. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Max.
Max Marcus Comedy on all the social media.
Butt plugs.
I'm on Blue Sky.
Yeah. Are you really? You finally got on?
Yeah, I got on Blue Sky.
Oh, my God. Congrats.
Yeah, lots of trans porn.
I'm still waiting on Raya, so there's that.
Yeah.
And shows coming up. Shows my Instagram, posting that. Fun stuff. At the Comedy Shop now for brunch every weekend for those shows. That's exciting. And movie, Gut Punch.
Yeah.
Short film coming out next month. Check it out.
What day's the
YouTube.
premiere?
July 25th. Which is awesome because it would have been my dad's birthday, July 24th.
Oh, wow.
So very nice. All right. Well, love you guys. Bye.